So, a couple hours ago, if you have not heard, the Louisville Xtreme have been terminated as members of the IFL. We all knew this was coming. Unfortunately, my video didn't come out in time. I mean, it came out earlier today, talking about the rest of the indoor leagues and how how things are going in the indoor leagues. But this today, this today was a big L for the IFL. Big L. This is a big L because I said it from the start. A lot of people said it from the start that Louisville should not have been betted into the IFL. They didn't have the money to get in the NAL, and they damn sure weren't going to have the money to get into the IFL. So why? Why? Was it to even out the members? Because I mean, this happens a lot in independent baseball as well, which is also pretty stupid because I mean they can make a wraparound, they can try to make it work, when it's odd numbers of teams in independent baseball, but they choose not to and choose road teams for that. So there was the question of could Louisville become a road team? Could they become a travel team for the rest of the season? But no, that didn't happen at all. Instead, terminated, and we all have witnessed the downfall of the Louisville Xtreme. They don't have any money. They don't have any money, point blank, and their coach is not good. Mark Stout, he's lost like 20 plus games in a row. He's lost like 23 out of his last 24 or something like that. So he's not really that good of a coach anymore. And then there's the aspect of the talent. It was supposed to be there, but it has extremely underperformed. And I don't use that as a like a joke or anything. The Louisville had talent. They just underperformed so badly. We're talking, it was real bad. How do you underperform like this? How do you go this bad? And then the money problems continued because players they were shouting that they weren't getting played. They were getting played. They weren't getting paid. They were getting played. And if you don't get paid, sometimes it's going to come to a head. And in the indoor circles, players not getting paid is just the harsh reality that a lot of players have to face. They have to face it, and it is what it is. When it comes to players not getting paid, it happens. You know, and there was also the fact that travel. I mean, I guess it was to make it easier for the Pirates, but I mean, come on now, come on now, come on, really, was it really going to be easier? You can only try and make so many Massachusetts Louisville matchups, you know. But it is what it is, and there's also the fact that the KFC Yum Center gave him a 3-year lease, which was absolutely asinine. We're talking, this was one of the dumbest things I've ever heard in my entire life because they had another arena. I believe it was Freedom Hall or Expo Hall or something like that. I don't remember what it was called. They had another arena that was much smaller that could accommodate them better and that it could look better, on a YouTube stream or on, Stadium or Pluto TV or whatever streaming service that you have for the IFL game of the week, because there was supposed to be 2 Louisville games that were on the IFL game of the week. But now that's not happening. It's not. And there's been a change. I believe it will be a Tucson, Massachusetts game that will be on, the stadium game of the week for the IFL this weekend instead. I have to double check that. It is what it is. And what about the rest of Louisville's games? Well, they've been just terminated there. They're not going to get played. And I don't know if that means the IFL is going to award W's or not. I don't think they will. But we do know another thing. I believe it has been confirmed. I mean, honestly, if you don't pay attention to these videos, you don't pay attention to some, because been some there's been some stuff, because if you didn't pay attention to one of those videos I had a couple weeks ago or something like that, where I did say that the IFL had an 8-team playoff because they had the old schedule, but remember, they had to get a new schedule, and now they might have to do another schedule. adjustment, maybe. I don't know how that's going to work. It might not even happen. But, yeah. So there might be, another schedule adjustment, I think. And I think it should happen anyway. I mean, I don't think, 14 games, the usual 14 games is going to fly, you know, with the way things are going. Things maybe going back to normal a little bit, but, things, I don't think the IFL needs 14. Cut it down to 12 real quick. At least the top 8 teams can make the playoffs, but we're talking, you're going to be going up against college football and, you know, the NFL when you try and host the championship. So maybe cut some of those weeks back. I believe September 5th is pretty open. That Sunday, you could host a championship because that Sunday is pretty open. So there's not a lot going on that Sunday. Just not a lot going on that Labor Day Monday either. Or I don't know. I don't know what the IFL is going to do. I really don't know. As far as the IFL championship, at least there's going to be 8 teams. I knew that at least. I knew that. A lot of people were confused because again, the old schedule release, way back when, the first one that had the 16 games for each team, yeah, that was going to be an 18 playoff regardless. But now we know it's 8 teams. So thanks to a guy who works with the Green Bay Blizzard, he's actually the announcer for the Green Bay Blizzard. We're in the Discord together, so we converse and stuff like that. So we know now it's going to be 8 teams because the IFL is very competitive this year. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun 18 playoff. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Louisville is dead. Louisville is terminated. They're probably dead too. They're dead to rights unless somebody can, potentially get them up and lift them. But there's also that lawsuit. Remember, HMG Sports will Hannah, the Baltimore Lightning, not the Brigade, the Lightning. Remember, they had the Brigade's field, but they don't have everything. The Baltimore Lightning, HMG Sports, Will Hanna, those guys out there, they are pretty angry about that Baltimore Brigade turf being taken, not being paid. So there's that too for Louisville. So just all sorts of financial problems, all sorts of problems on and off the field, and it's a shame. It's really a big setback for the IFL. Really big setback. We're talking this league is going to be 18 teams again. Actually, no. Yeah, it will be 18. Cedar Rapids, remember, they weren't even mentioned. So they weren't even mentioned a couple weeks back on one of those stadium games. So they weren't even mentioned at all. So I think they're dead to rights. So yeah, Las Vegas, whenever that Colorado team that was supposed to be announced, last week, and it hasn't been announced yet. Where is it at? Where is it at, IFL? Where is it at, Todd? Where is that Colorado team at, Todd? Give it to us, Todd. Come on, Todd. That's all I gotta say. We're just waiting on some things around here. Big story. I got another video coming out tomorrow, so y'all stick around for that. It's gonna talk about the PLL, stuff like that. So again, y'all take care. Have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow. Maybe y'all probably can't see me very well in this lighting. It's okay. It's okay. We're doing things. And I can't say the same for the Louisville Xtreme though. They're not doing things. They're dead.